Good morning, guys. Welcome to Core Java session. Today's topic is declaration and access modifier. So, in this is very important as part as interview room. There may be so many questions an interviewer can ask you for this topic. Okay, so we will discuss like about what are the classes, right? What are the class modifier, right? What what is public class? What is default class, right? What is final modifier, right? What is final method, final class? In previous session, we have seen, right? We have seen final variable, right? Final variable. So we can even use final methods, right? Final methods and final classes also, right? Then we have like how what is the file structure, right? What is the file structure? What is the file structure? Okay, this is important thing, file structure. Then we have class modifiers. Then we have class modifiers. Okay, under the class modifier, we will see public class, right? What we will see? Public class, right? Default class, default class, right? Public, 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 comma, default class. We will use this modifier. Okay, then final methods, final classes, right? Methods and classes. Okay, then we are going to see abstract method and classes. These are all interview question. Okay, anyone can ask anything. Abstract method, we have abstract classes, right? Abstract classes, right? So then we have different members, uh, members, modifiers like public, right? Public, default, default, then private, then private, then we have protected, protected. Okay. Then anyone can ask you difference between this and with the example of programs, right? We have seen final variable also, right? Final variables, and we have to see. Then we have to a final variable. We have final instance variable. So what is happening at the time of declaration inside blocks, inside constructor? We are going to see constructor also. Then we have some uh, final instance variable, maybe final static variable also. So we have to check what is happening with final variables in both the cases. Like if it is a final final instance variables, final instance variable, or final static variable, final static variable, right? Variables. So what is happening at the time of declaration, instance block and constructor? Okay. Then what is happening with this inside any block, static block, non-instance block, that we are going to see. Then we have static modifier, native modifier. Okay. Then after that we are going to see we are going to see static modifier. Okay. Static modifier. Then we can see this synchronize. What is mean by synchronized? Synchronized keyword important as part of interview panel. Okay, synchronized. Then we have transient keyword, right? What is mean by transient keyword? Okay, what is mean by volatile keyword? Okay, then modifiers we will see. After that we are throughout the our previous session we are working on classes, right? Every time we are classes on object. Now we will see interfaces also. So how to define this, right? Interview question. What is mean by extends? What is mean by implements? Okay, this is coming from OOPS concept, but here we will have some overview on this extend keyword and implement keyword. Then we have interface methods. We have also inside we have to see what are the methods we can use inside this interfaces, and how we are defining and declaring the variables. Okay, then how what is the naming convention, right? Interview question. Marker interface. What is marker interface, right? Marker interface. Then what is adapter classes? All whatever we are going to see in this chapter, all are related to all are related to very important point, interview panel. Okay, maybe interface. Many things I will slowly add on during our sessions, but these are abstract interface versus interface versus abstract class. Okay, versus concrete class. What is mean by concrete class? Okay, we will see that. Okay, this may be the question, right? What is difference between what is interface versus abstract class. Okay, okay. So there are some more topic which are inside. These are the main title I am giving. Okay, why I am explaining, because you should know what the importance of this chapter. Previously, what we have seen, very basic, how we can use variable, right? What is the type, data type, everything. But now slowly the concept will increase and you have to focus on this. Now try to observe, guys. This is our topic. Now, now guys, focus. So we are trying to focus on file structure, Java file structure, right? We have seen so many times. Maybe first time I'm not introducing this part, as we are daily creating Java class, but you know this is one Java class. This is one Java class. Okay. So, but we have to understand how many classes we can create, how many classes we can create inside one program. This is under what package dot controller. Let me expand that. Maybe not this one. Okay. For practice purpose, we have created one package, form.tablet controller. We need to understand this structure also, right? This is not a good structure. For practice purpose, we will create it, but we will try to understand. Okay. Now, try to observe this. This is one class, right? This is one class we have created. Okay. There is nothing inside this class. Okay. Now try to observe. Can I create one more class inside this? Can I create one more class inside this? Yes, we can create one more class inside this. How to format? Control select all, Control Shift F. Now, how can I create one more class inside this? Okay, any name. Let's say example, any name, student. Student I am giving. Any name I am giving. Yes, we can able to create one class now. There is no problem, right? What happened? Okay. Okay, already there was one test class, that's why it is not ticking. Okay, we can create employee class. Better way, customer class. Any name, right? So now we can take any class now, any class name. We can create n number of classes, right? So what we observe, right? Any Java program can contain any number of classes, right? But the thing is that what is mean by public private, that will also come into the picture, how to use that public private, right? If I am giving any class name as public, what is happening? See, it is giving error na, it is giving error, right? We cannot write public class to any of the, if you are writing like this, if you are using, this is our program. What is our program name, guys? What is our program, guys? Program name equality example. Try to observe. Uh, what is the name of the program? Equality example dot Java. But inside this, I can write n number of classes. But try to observe, if I am giving any changes to this public, it is giving error, na? It is not allowing. If it is not allowing also, right? Run off, right? So what is the challenge here? Now try to observe. If I am removing this public, I can use this combination with the program only, right? Whatever the program name, whatever under this practice project, whatever the package name is there, inside this we have different classes. Inside this, what is our class name, program name? Program name is equality example. Class name is also, it is one of the class is there, equality example. Can I remove this? Yes, I can remove that particular class name also. No need. There is no problem, right? Compilation is no problem, right? But what is happening? Try to observe. When I am keeping the program name as class name, it's fine. It is also perfect. I can remove this public keyword. That is also perfect. Now observe. But when I am using apart from that program name class, whatever the program name, class name are same. If other than that class, if I am using public keyword, what is happening, guys? Public, right? You are observing, right? Right? Now try to observe. These things are very, very important because what happens tomorrow they will give you this simple program also. There may be chance they will give you the simple program. They can ask you anything, right? So and they will ask you, will this code compile? You should be able to answer yes. This code will, there is no problem. But going forward, he will use this public class, and you are seeing in Notepad. It's fine. If I am I am using here. Are you able to? Are you able to? Are you able to judge? Tell me now. Tell me, think in that way. This is one complete program. What is the program name? Program name is this. Let's say they will asking you interview like this. What is the program name? Program name is this. Inside program.java. This is the Java file, right? This is the Java file. Now they will ask you whether this program is fine or not. You will say yes, fine or fine. If you don't know, if you are adding this public, you will think everything is fine, but there is a problem because we cannot write this public class to any of the class in this program except whatever the name of the class is there. We have to use that class name, and we can use this keyword to that particular class name. We can. There is no problem now. There is no problem now. So that is what. Always try to think that during your interview panel, they won't give you, maybe if they have some critical program, something, they will allow you ID. But to test your core Java test knowledge, maybe they will ask you to open Notepad. And because this don't require a big knowledge, big science, na, any logic is there? No, only syntax wise they will test you, right? So what is our observation? What is our observation for this code? Now, first is, what is the point? Java program can contain Java program can contain any number of class. Guys, this notes is important, and previous session notes also. In 1 or 2 days you will get, or previous chapter notes. Okay. Meanwhile, you can practice all the program whatever we had done till now. So Java program can contain any number of classes. Okay. Now next is, but next is what we have observed. Only if there is a public class, then program and class name should be match. Okay. So there, if there is any public class is there, then 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 what is our condition? Then what is our condition? Public class name and program name should be same. Okay. Otherwise, what you will get? Otherwise, compile time error. Otherwise, we will get compile time error. Hope you are understanding, right? Now, so in this example, what we have seen, there is one program. What is the program name? Equality example.java. This is completely one class only. Under this Java file, we have 3 class. Okay, but for these 3 class, we can use this public keyword where only with the class name which is having that program name. Okay. Now try to observe. So what will happen, guys? Now, compilation done means what is happening in background. For each Java class, one dot class is created, na? One dot class is created. Okay. Now try to observe. Now try to observe. I'm removing this part now. Okay. Now, let it be. Okay. Now, can I have one main method? Can I have one main method here? Can I have one main method here? Let's try our another use case. No problem. Let me type public static void main string args strings args. Okay. I will remove this public as we cannot use like this. Okay. Now, can I use this public method inside this? Sorry, main method inside this all the classes? Try to observe. Control select all, control shift F. This is the format, right? Yes, there is no compilation problem. Can I use some logic inside this? What is our logic for now? System.out.println. System.out.println. Okay, now let me copy this. Let me copy this, guys, in here, every place. Right. Can I format this? Select all, control shift F. Hope you are understanding, guys. Okay. Now, can I give the class name? What is the class name for our convenient? Whatever is the class name, equality class. What is the class name? Customer. Okay. What is this class name? Try to observe it. This is student. Student. Hope you are understanding. Hope you are understanding. Now, can I run this program? Can I run this program? What is the output is coming? What is the output is coming? Try to observe. Try to observe, guys. What is coming? In this program, equality example, there are how many classes, guys? There are 3 classes, 1, 2, and 3. Now, when I am run as Java application, it is asking which class should I run? Directly, it is not running equality class. I can run customer class also. Can I run this? Okay. Let me try that. See what output is coming. Customer is coming. Can I run again? Run as Java application. Now I can select student, right? Student is printing, right? So what does this mean? Tomorrow they will ask you in interview. Think as an interview perspective. Okay. Not think that this is very simple program or simple like that. Because what will happen? They will give the program in this way. They will ask the same thing to you in this way. Okay. Not here. Let me copy some notepad. They will ask you in this way, in notepad plus plus or anywhere. Okay. Now they will ask you. There is one Java program. The program name is equality example. Now inside this program we have 3 classes. They will ask you in this interview whether you are able to run this code or not. Is it fine or not? Then you should be able to answer. Yeah, there is no problem. Okay, but whenever we are executing, so we have to execute that particular program. Okay, always observe this. Now, can I use again public here? No, na. If they will again give you in this way, they will keep some public here, right? And again they will ask you, what is the problem? Why I am telling you, this is the way people are asking in the interview. Not same program, maybe changes, small changes here and there. You will find, okay, class wise syntax all is good, main method is good. It is also looking public, so fine, there is no problem. Okay, this is also fine, but there is a problem because here it is in public. But what is the use case? We can use the public keyword where the program name. What is the program name? This is the program name. Equality example.java. Then you can use that public for that particular class. Otherwise, you will get compile time error. Hope you are good. Now, guys, now I am going to show you something more. Okay, I am deleting this part. Try to observe. Try to observe. I am trying to explain you setter getter also today. Try to observe. No. Now try to observe. Instead of equality program, I can use this class. Let me run. Whether this is no problem. No problem. I will write by my own public static, public static. Oh. Public static void main. What is string arguments? String arguments. Fine, right? Now try to observe, guys. This is main method. Okay, to run a program. Now tell me one thing. I can take n number of variable, na? I want to take n number of variable. Now I am taking one variable. Let's say why I am taking private. No need to worry on this. Okay. I am taking one employee name. So employee name can be string, right? Employee name. This is first variable. The second variable I am taking information about employee ID. So it can be like this, right? Employee ID. Now, third thing is I can take private string or private string, private string address, employee address, right? Employee address, employee address. We can take private string, private any let's say private double or yeah, we can take double or float also, right? Private float, right? Employee employee salary. You can take this, right? Now try to observe. Try to observe, guys. Try to observe, guys. I am using this Java class. I am using this Java class. You guys also know what is Java object. Okay, now try to observe. You are at one place. You are at one place. Okay. This is your Java application deployed somewhere in cloud platform. Okay. This is one cloud platform. Any cloud platform. Okay. Now, this is your cloud 20. Okay. Your application is deployed. Your application is deployed. Your application is deployed here somewhere. Okay. Now, this application inside this cloud, your application is running. This is your application. Application is running. Okay. This application may interact with anything na outside services. You are not aware of that because you are new. No need to worry. Try to observe. It can interact with services, right? This application can interact with any databases. It can interact with any databases. Try to understand what I'm trying to explain. The concept. Okay? Databases. What does this mean by services when talking about services? When I'm talking about these services, what does I mean? I mean services. What does this mean by services? Now, What does this mean by services? Services, for example, think you are a Flipkart application, right? You are just thinking about, let's say this is a Flipkart application. This is your Flipkart application. Okay, fine. After purchasing of the shirt, after purchasing the shirt, what you are trying to do? Observe. After purchasing of the shirt, you are selecting one bank for payment, na? You are doing some payment, right? Payment is at the time of payment, you are selecting UPI. UPI, inside UPI we have Google Pay. So Google Pay is one service. You are selecting net banking. You for that you are using SDFC. That is also one service. Then you are calling any of the payment, like you are using EMI option, Bajaj Finance. That is also one service. Then you are doing payment using other ICICI Bank. That is also service. Whenever you are doing payment, it is going outside. It is going your outside the network, because your business team integrated this application with your help as a developer to call these services. These services are nothing but they are also Java code or .NET code or Python code, right? This is also something developed in, we don't know. We don't know what is this code, whether it is .NET, whether it is a Python, whether it is a Java. We don't know. Only thing is that our service got integrated. We have written some integration code. When we did this integration code, what is happening? Our application is interacting with these services and giving request, giving request, giving request, and getting response. Giving request and giving response. Why I suddenly come to this topic? Why I come suddenly to this topic? Because the word is data. The word here is data. Everything we are playing with data. What we are giving data, what we are giving here in this request, some HTTP request, na? HTTP request, HTTP request, right? We are giving some HTTP request. Means what is this HTTP request contains? You are giving some data. What is you are getting in returns? You are getting some response, HTTP response. That is also one data, right? Response. This is also one data. Tomorrow, this is your database. This is your database. You are what you are giving. What you are giving to this database. Give me this BlackBerry shirt. Give me this Wrangler shirt. Give me this Adidas shoes. Right? Then it is going and taking the data from database. Whatever you are doing is playing with data, na. So what is the relation between this? What is the relation between this? I created one this and I am explaining this. What is the relation? The relation is, the relation is, the relation is data. The relation is data. You are giving some data, you are getting some data. Between this give and take, you are applying your logic, business logic. You are applying your business logic on top of data. Okay. For example, you invested 1 lakh rupees in a in a bank, 1 lakh rupees. After 1 year, bank will give you interest. That 1 lakh rupees will become 1 lakh 5,000. So that is on you are using some web services, na, internet services, right? Everything you are fetching. After 1 year, you invested one FD, you created 1 lakh rupees, and you forget about that. After 1 year, what you are giving? You recall, oh, 1 year back, I have given 1 year, 1 lakh rupees FD. I will visit my HDFC bank. I will check. What response you will get? 1 lakh 5,000. Means what you have given? What information in forms of data? 1 lakh rupees you have added. What you are getting? 1 lakh 5,000, right? This is means in between this process some logic happen. Na? Between this process, during this process, is it this something happened between 1 lakh to 1 to convert into 1,05,000? There is some logic, mathematics logic. This is your amount, principal amount, this is rate of interest, everything. This is your logic. But that data is converted into that after 1 year. Means something happening with your data. You are selecting one shirt, you are selecting one jeans, you are selecting one t-shirt, you are buying with guitar, you are buying with household utensils. We are giving some information to Flipkart. Hey, Flipkart, I want this. It will check into database, it will do some operation, it will give some result. We are playing with data. It means we are giving data, and we are taking data. We are giving data, English word means we are setting data. We are taking data means we are getting data. We are getting data. So it means, what does this mean? Getting and taking means we are called as setting means setters. You can understand in this way. And getting means getters. Getting means getters. Are you understanding now what I am trying to, why I picked this example and relating? My purpose is to help you understand what is getter and what is setter. Setters methods are used. Setters methods are used to set the data. Getters method are used to get the data. And this, without setter and getter, we are not using this kind of code. We have to use setter and getter. Then only you can add employee name to this variable. You can add employee ID to this variable. You can add employee address to this variable. You can add employee salary to this variable. Hope you are getting what I am trying to say you, what I am trying to explain you. Hope you are good. So my purpose is setter and getter. Setter is used to set the data. Means if you are sending something or to do any service, any database, anyone, you have to set the data. And you are getting something where you will hold. I want to give you a cup of tea. I want you give tea. You will bring a cup na. Hey, hello sir, give me in this cup. Hey, VK, give me in this cup. Then you will drink na. You should hold somewhere, right? So that is called setter and getter rules come into the picture. Now, what is the shortcut? What is the shortcut to get this setter and getter? What is the shortcut to get the setter and getter? Nothing but methods. But shortcut is there. What is the shortcut? Alt Shift S. What is the shortcut? Alt Shift S. You know ORS, right? You are drinking ORS. So I will place O. What is giving? It is asking about constructor. Forget about constructor. I am not bothering about constructor. Deselect all. No problem. Generate. One constructor is created na. One constructor is created. What is mean by constructor? We are not bothering about this. I am not bothering about what is mean by constructor. Today I am not interested in this topic. I am interested in setter and getter. What is my shortcut to get this command? Control Shift O. Sorry. Alt Shift. Sometime I also forget, right? No problem. Control Shift. Alt Shift S. Yeah. Alt Shift S. Alt Shift S. What is the command? Alt plus Shift. Alt Shift plus S. This is the command. After this, what you have to press? You have to press O or S. Either O, either R, or either S. When I am pressing Alt Shift S, I am pressing O. It is asking whether you want constructor or not. I deselected and this is created. What is constructor? Forget about this. I don't want this. So I won't bother about O. Now Alt, again I will do what? Alt Shift S. Now I will press what? R. I will press R. What it is asking, guys, observe. What it is asking. Setters and getters. Setters means something we are using to set the data. Getters means something we want to get the data. That time we are to use. I will select that. I will select that and I will generate that. Code is ready-made na. Code is ready-made generated na. Do I need to write this much code? Do I need to write this much code? What does this mean? What does this mean? We will see. We will see what is this keyword, what is the purpose of this method. But whenever set is there for every variable, I am deleting again. Observe, guys. Observe, guys. What is my shortcut? Alt, Shift, S, R. There are 4 variable in our class na. Employee name, like 4 variable is there. Employee name, employee ID, employee address, employee salary. Let me select either of the one. I am selecting only employee name. For employee name, I am selecting and generating. So what is happened? What is happened? What is happened? Only 2 methods is created. See, methods, setter and getter are nothing. Setters and getters are nothing but methods. See, for which variable I selected? Employee name. Na? What is created? Set employee name. Means this is setter method. And another method is get employee name. This is getter method. So this method will be help whenever we want to assign some value to employee name. And if I want to get some data, which method I can use? This. How to use, when to use, that is not our business at this moment. Our purpose is what is setter and what is getter. It is nothing but a method. Even though we don't write shortcut, we can write by our own. Na? I can write by my own public string, get employee. Can I create one? Can I create one other variable employee ID? Can I create? What is the main employee? Employee ID. Employee ID. This is the syntax na. For employee ID, I am creating. I need to return something. I have to return something. Why I can return employee? Employee ID I can return in this way na. But what is the type? Int. So I have to give int here. That is what error. So I can create by method. So we need to understand the method. What are method? More on method side we have to understand. But this is the 2 methods. 2 types of methods are there. Getter and setter. What is the purpose? See, at the time of setting, you are giving something. For giving something, you require input. That's what. You are passing some value. This setter method belong to which variable? Set employee. So you are passing which variable? Employee name. Set employee name. You are going to set employee name. What is this keyword? We will see soon in upcoming session. What is this keyword? Okay, we will see that. Okay, now. So just try to understand setter method. Similar way, if I will means setter and getter method for one variable, employee name. Can I create one more time? What is the shortcut, guys? Alt, Shift, S. Then I have to give R. What is coming? I can select whatever variable I want to create setter getter. How much I am selecting? 4 variable. 4 variable means what? It will create what? It will create 8 method. One setter getter for one variable. 4 variable I am selecting. So it is automatically creating na. It is automatically creating. Right? It is automatically creating. So this is setter and getter. It is created. So this is going to use. This is shortcut. So this is saving our time na. Tomorrow in your code, not only 4 variable, there may be 50 variable, 30 variable, 40 variable. Do you think you will write this code in this way? That is what Eclipse comes into the picture. If I will explain you one shortcut all the shortcut in one day, you won't be able to practice. But two shortcut, one shortcut, whenever required, I am explaining you. In that way, what you are able to do, you can able to practice that now. That will come in your habit to use those shortcut. Now I have told you what is the shortcut. Alt Shift S, and then you can select R. R will give you what? It will give. It will give you. It will give you what? It will give you all the setter and getter. Okay. Now guys. Now guys, try to observe. Try to observe. This is one way. I want to print this. Can I use this class, employee class here? Can I give data to this employee? Now try to observe. Now I am creating one employee object where I am creating inequality example. Forget of, there are only two class. There are only two class I am using. Now try to observe which are the two class, these two class. Okay, now I have done setter and getter, but I am now testing my, what I am trying to do, I am testing. What I will do, how I can test whatever I am functionality I am trying to explain. Now observe. Now I am using one method. I require main method now to run the program. Public, 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 static, void, main. Then string args, string args. What is the statement? System dot out dot println. Okay, this is method. I am creating object, guys. Now I am interested in creating object for employee class. Employee, employee, employee equals to new employee. I have created now I want what I done, what I did. I created one employee object. I want to add data now. I want to add data inside this variable in this object. Now observe. I have created one object. I have created one object. Fine. You know, right? Object creation is done. This is the variable inside this. This is the variable inside this. Fine. Now object is created means what? Like this object is created now. Object is created. Object is created with default value. Now this variable whatever we are having, whatever variable we are having, okay. Whatever variable we are having, now try to observe. This value should go inside this, right? How I can give the value to this value? How I can give, now this is only variable inside this object with default value now. I want to set the data now. How I can set the data? How I can set the data? Then setters come to the picture. See, employee. Let me print this first. Now let me print this first. Employee. Run as Java application. What is printing? Some hash code is printing na, right? In class name @ some hexadecimal number. Okay, fine. Now try to observe. Try to observe. I want to set some data inside this. How I can set? Let me comment this first. Let me comment this first. This part, if I am commenting, means this is not part of this code na. This is not part of this code, right? Now try to observe. Saving this. Now how I can add employee dot employee Variable is there. I want to suggest, I want to add something, but I'm not able to add, right? So there should be some setter getter method should be there. So when I'm uncommenting this, Control Z and save this. Now come here, save this. Employee, it will come, it will come now. See, employee dot set. It is coming now. Set the value. I will set the value. Now observe. Employee, employee name. Enter. Can I give name? Amit. I'm giving the name. But I'm trying to print. What is the challenge? Try to observe. Every time this is printing na hash code, I want to, there is some data inside employee object. What is the data? One data is there. Inside this, one data is there. What is the data? Amit. I want to get. At the time of giving data, I use this. At the time of getting, I can use get employee now. See, get name, right? I set the data. I want to get the data. Now I will print this. Amit is coming, right? Where is Amit? Amit is inside this employee object. In this line, we have set the data. In this line, we are getting the data. In this line, we are getting the data, right? Hope we are getting. So what we did is, forget about these three things, employee ID name. If you understand one variable, same thing is applicable for another variable. For example, I am not setting this value. Can I comment this line? What will happen? Null pointer. Can we see? Sorry, null value. We are getting null value, right? What does this mean by null value? String. What is the type of employee name in the data type? We have seen, right? Whatever the type string, the default value is stored with null. The default value is stored with null. So employee name when object is created, so default value is null. Now what is happening? Now what is happening when I am using this line? When I am using this line, what is happening, guys? When I am using this line, I am setting the value Amit. What does this mean? Amit instead of null, what will come here? Instead of this null, what will come inside? Amit will override that null value, right? Now try to observe. Now what is the value stored? Employee name equal to Amit. Employee name equal to what? Amit. Amit is there. Means data we are able to set inside object na. Now this object wherever it will go, we can get the data also, right? No, no. I am setting the data. I am the set. This object is created. Here what I am doing, I am setting the data. Now I want to get the data. Now I want to get the data. I want to get the data. To get the data, what is our code? What is our code? This is our code na. Employee dot get employee. If you are not understanding, it's fine, guys. Why I introduce this suddenly? Because you should know this concept. Okay. Then our concept, Java concept, you can able to relate and you can faster you can do. That's why I'm telling you. Employee get employee. So what it is going? What is the variable name of this? What is the variable name of this object? Employee, right? So employee, it will go, hey employee, it will visit employee object, and then it will look for the which variable? Employee name. So there may be four variable na, inside this. I'm taking one example only. So it will go to which? So what will happen? Employee get employee. With this it will visit to this object, and it will check whether employee name is there. Yes, employee name is there. What is the value it is holding? What is the value it is holding? What is the value it is holding? Amit. We are getting as a result as Amit. Hope you are good, guys. Hope you are good. Okay. We will see some more on this. Okay. And why I am taking suddenly, because today Sunday, lesser people I can see. So I introduce this. Otherwise, our regular concept for access modifier will also miss. But this concept I am going to repeat some more time in upcoming session. So that's why I explain you. This is also important, but no need to worry. What is this method name? What is this syntax name? I wanted to show you shortcut. So shortcut you know now, and you are able to generate setter getter. And the purpose you know. Don't worry about the syntax. What is this syntax? What we are doing with this syntax? No need to worry. You will see in that session. I'm stopping my screen share. Okay, I'm stopping my recording. This session